Okay, so I just pulled over because I realized I didn't film anything before I left. I don't know what time it is. It's like, I don't know, 9:30 maybe. I just put some gas in. Let me show you. Hold on. Okay, so we got gas. It says it's full, but it didn't click off. I put 40 in it and stopped there, but it's basically full. I've driven 5 miles. So I've got like 145 miles to drive to get this camper. So we'll see how much gas and stuff we use, and hopefully no lights come on. Hopefully my brakes work fine. So yeah, we'll see. Fingers crossed. I am a little bit terrified. I've had this van since like 2020, 2019 maybe. I drove it some long trips like this when I first got it, but I haven't driven it a long trip since. Alright, I've been static, and the only thing that, well, there's several things that kind of worries me. I'm not 100% comfortable with the transmission. I'm not 100% comfortable with the brakes. I've got oil leaks. I've been having some trouble with that. So I'm a little bit terrified. So hopefully everything goes well, you know. My main worry is that the transmission falls out, or my brakes go out and I fly off a mountain cliff. Anyway, so yeah, I'm on 85, making my way. I'm pulled over right now at a way station that's not open. I was gonna say something else, and now I just completely forgot. Oh, so I can't record a whole lot because my phone is like my everything. My phone is my GPS. My phone is my radio. I use Bluetooth for my radio. So the only time I can film is if I pull over somewhere and film, because I need my GPS. Because I don't really know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to Sylva, North Carolina. Never been there before. People told me it's kind of mountainous, and I'm scared of mountain driving, so we'll see. Okay, so we stopped at the QT for a tinkle break and some breakfast. I've got lemonade. I've got 2 pepperoni pizzas, some M&Ms, and a muffin. Okay, yeah, breakfast of champions. And we've only gone about 46 miles. So, yeah. But I've been driving like an hour because it's like 10:30. So, let's get back on the road, I guess. Okay, so it's about 12:40. I just stopped to stretch my legs, take a tinkle break, ate some of my muffin, and I got about maybe 30 minutes left to drive. So this is turning into like a 4-hour trip, but I'm driving slow, okay? At no point have I went over 60 miles per hour, and most times less than that because I'm going through little towns and stuff. So far, the van's doing pretty good. She did get a little heavy chested going up some of the steep inclines to go over the mountains, but not too bad. I'm just taking it slow and steady. I'm not quite sure where I'm at. There's a Dodge City steakhouse. I'm about 30 minutes from Sylva, so that's pretty much all I know. Yeah, so let's get back on the road. All right, I'm here. The people aren't here yet. They'll be here in a minute. But here she is. She's rough around the edges, but we are gonna make her whole again. I promise. There's the bad spot. The beds actually don't look too bad. Anyways, so I'm just waiting. Looks like she might have an awning. That's nice. Nice. week. I'm so excited. So we had to pull off at the Dollar General for a can of Fix-A-Flat. Because this tire, it looks fine, I guess. But this tire, it looks a little, it looks like it's struggling a little bit. And no stores around here, no gas stations have any air machines. So I bought this. Hopefully it gets me where I need to go. Hopefully, fingers crossed. All right, I hope that worked. I don't know, it still looks kind of flat. Okay, let's get on the road. Okay, so I chose the long route on purpose, all right? Because I wanted to have plenty of space to pull over if I needed to, if I broke down. And for some reason, GPS would not give me the same route going back. So now I'm on this tiny road for 36 miles, and it's just a snake. And maybe every 4 or 5 miles, they have this tiny little pull off here. I heard a big bang. It sounded like a chain had broke. So I was worried about the chains there, but I think it was the step fell out. So I might maybe need to strap that. But I'm terrified. I don't like being on this little baby road. I mean, look at the house way up there. Look at that. It's just, I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I got mountains over here, and then over here it's just like a drop off, and it's like a creek or a river. It's a river. But I'm terrified. So the trip home is just a little bit terrifying. Anyways, let's go. And icing on the cake, it's raining. But look at that, it's pretty, right? I try to pull over whenever I can and let all of the cars pass me, because I'm driving pretty slow. Thank you to myself for putting the toilet in here, because I just had to pull over and do it. Just a quick cover of the windows, because this is a popular spot for people to pull off. You're not going to be able to see it though, because the rain just stopped and it's very cloudy. But I'm going to try to show you anyways. So here we are. So far so good. And yeah, you can't see it. Normally, it's just a very beautiful mountain range that you could see. But it's kind of hard to see because of the storm that just passed. I've been to this spot before. I'm not far from home. Maybe an hour. But this is normally a very beautiful view. It's a shame you missed it. It's still pretty to me. I can see the peaks of the mountains. It's just the camera can't pick it up that great in this weather. I'm just gonna do a walk around, check my hookups and everything. My tire seems to be holding out. Everything here seems to be holding out. Oh, I guess that's right. Anyways, doing good. I don't want to jinx it though, because man, this is steep. I'm about to roll down it. It don't look that steep on camera, but it is. I'm gonna roll down the hill. All right, we're gonna get back on the road. All right, we're going to pop this thing up. that was a job, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the crank sounds like it works fine and everything. It's just, you know, it's a little bit heavy. Now I've got to pull the beds out, the slide outs out. Then we can do a walkthrough and see just what we're working with here. Okay, so I need some bricks for this side because obviously this side's a little higher. This side isn't very flat. Okay, so it's kind of straight. It's straight enough for now. These come out and hang down. What do you reckon? I mean, I think the person, bugs, that had it before me added these. I don't know. Kind of looks like they added them. But there's one on each side. There's none on that side. So maybe that was to hang towels on or something. I don't know, but I'm sure they'll come in handy. So as far as the canvas, all right, this part doesn't look bad. Let me back this out. Yeah, that'll help. So this side, not too bad. This side, also not too bad. You know, the screen and everything is intact. It looks quite nice, just needs to be cleaned. This side also not bad. All right, it's not rotted or anything. But now back here, I don't know why, but it is bad. Okay, so the screen is completely missing here. It's kind of weather rotted down here. The screen, maybe some dogs. maybe some dogs got stuck in here. I don't know. It's really strange. Also, the screen is missing on this side, and I can tell from the inside that there's some thin areas in the canvas over here, so it'll have to be patched and waterproofed and all that good stuff. So let's go inside. See this side? I don't see any thin spots. It's just dirty. Over here, you can see some thin spots. If you can see light through it right now, I can see more than you can on camera. But how about this? Yeah, there you go. So you can see the thin spots. So we'll have to do some patches over there, and I already have ideas for the DIY on that. I'm probably gonna replace a bunch of this. I don't know how well the floor is yet. I have to get all this out and check the floor. Today is just a walkthrough because we have a hurricane. It may or may not affect us. I don't know yet. So I don't want to dig everything out and start working and then have to pack up because we're going to get monsoons of rain. But I am going to put these up, the bars, and I'm going to flip this up, and we're going to look at every inch in here. We're just not going to start working. Okay? I also do not have a key for this door. They did not have a key. So I'm going to go through some keys I have, and a lot of times you can find a key to fit these, even on your regular campers. If it's got the factory lock on it, it's not hard to find the key to fit it. I could order one, or I could just buy an entire new lock and replace that. So not having a key is not a big deal, and besides I can step right over it. So okay, I'm gonna set y'all here to watch me. All right, I need you to let me know if you see any spiders. I know they're in here. I've seen them, mostly the granddaddies, but yeah, right there. They're everywhere. So y'all let me know if you see one on my head. Know how this goes. I should have paid a little more attention. How does this go? Let's get the other side. Let's go ahead and lift this up And we're gonna cross our fingers that there's no snakes. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. You can see. No snakes. I'm gonna go outside and pull the ends down so that stays open. Don't fall. Don't fall. All right. Maybe I put it down too far. I think that maybe I'm missing some pieces. I need to do some Googling, because I don't think that's supposed to droop like that. So I'm gonna have to Google this model and watch somebody set it up so I can figure that out. But there's so much space in here, my goodness. This is nice. Okay, sink. Oh my goodness, it has a water jug. Look at that. So that's nice. It does have a water hookup out back. Well, that's really nice. Okay. Oh, that's for my gas. All right. That locks this into place. Check it out. That's a really nice stove. I don't guess I need a stove anymore. There's some people here, so I don't know who they are. Oh, it's my friends. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, okay. So let's look in here. So this would typically be your dinette and your couches, okay? Nice storage under there. I may end up, I mean, I know I'm probably gonna replace the floor, but I may have to tear up the subfloor. I'm not sure yet. I won't know until I get into it. I'm sorry, this video it's all over the place. But here's where my power goes out. So that's nice. Over here, we have another little cubby area. So yeah, lots of work. Lots of work. But it's a good base to start with. It really is. It's a good base. I think so. I just need to figure out, I know I'm missing something. I know that needs to go on there. And I probably need another one of those for over here. Because see, there's a hooky there. I just didn't see anywhere to hook it in on that side. So I need to go in and figure that out. But yeah, I'm excited. This, the people, see, this camper belonged to the lady's dad, she said, that I bought it from. And I'm guessing he passed away. And they wanted to fix it up. But, you know, life gets in the way. It's kind of hard to find the time. But he made a makeshift door because it doesn't have the door part. You know, normally, from the pop-ups I've seen, it has a pop-up door or a canvas door. So he made a makeshift door, but I'm not going to be using that. So I am going to take all of this stuff out and put it in the burn pile or the scrap pile if it's worthy of scrap. And that way we can see more of the floor and I can walk on it and see if it's soft. So the floor feels solid. It doesn't feel soft. Now we have some moisture issue here, but the floor can probably be salvaged. Full of stink bugs, but that's typical for this area. The floor can probably be salvaged. Probably don't need to replace that. I mean, of course the top, yes, but I'm talking about like the subfloor. I probably won't have to replace that. Y'all, the mosquitoes are eating me alive out here. The white stuff, that's probably mildew, some type of mold, but we'll handle that. Not a big deal. So yeah, this is what we're working with, guys. This is what we're working with. That side looks decent. This side, obviously water damage. I can't wait to get in here and tear all this stuff out. Mosquitoes! So, I know some of y'all are looking at this and thinking, oh my gosh, what has she gotten herself into? Because it will be a lot of work. But I think that's the part I like best. I like the demo and the rough stuff. And I really enjoy the details, but I kind of get bored with the details sometimes. The van is pretty much done except for the details. The details can be done anytime. I can be on a camping trip somewhere and I can touch up paint and add details. Okay, that will be stuff I can do when I'm on trips, you know. Say I'm on a trip and it's bad weather, or I just come in for the day, for the night. I can do little detail projects. Rebuilding, demo and rebuilding, I can't do that on a trip. So I think that's why I get most excited about the big jobs right now, because I know those are the most important that needs to get done now. Details can happen anywhere. So I'm really excited. I might be in over my head, probably, but you're not really living life and making life changes if you're not a little bit terrified, right? You gotta be a little bit terrified. And I am. Now, I don't know. I hear taking the canvas off to clean it and then putting it back on is normally a nightmare. So I thought maybe I would leave it on while I cleaned it and stuff, but man, I just don't know if I can thoroughly clean it with it on. So I might take it off to clean it and patch it. I know the first thing that I want to work on is the roof and the canvas, okay? Because I live in a campground and they're all about appearances, you know? You can't have stuff looking run down and falling apart because, you know, they don't like that. It's bad for business. So I need to get the roof and the canvas looking nice first. So that's what I'm going to work on, the roof and the canvas. I don't even know how the canvas comes off. Let's have a look at that. I have no idea. Okay, so that's Velcro. Okay, so it's like a track system. Well, that will be a little pain in the butt, huh? You can't see that. So, it's like a track. All right, some of it's Velcro, like this part. Oh, spiders. But the rest of it is in a track. So I can see how that might be frustrating. Okay, that's kind of broke there. I can see how that might be frustrating. So this weekend, during this hurricane stuff, which we're probably just gonna get rain. I think it's gonna stall off the coast, and we're so far inland. I think we're just gonna get rain. But it'll be raining, so I can't do anything anyways. I think I'm going to watch a bunch of videos on how to remove canvas on a pop-up. That's how I learn things. Got too light. Well, there's no battery or anything, but that's how you learn. Okay, that's how you learn. Let's see what this does. Oh no, we don't want to take that out. Go back in there. Go back in there. I keep having company stop. That's the joy of living in a campground. They see something new and they're like, "Oh, let me stop by and have a look. What's she doing?" Yeah. Anyways, where were we? I have no idea what I was saying before. I did kind of jerry-rig this in there, but I still don't think that's how it goes. I don't. But it's there for now. I think I was talking about the canvas. I'm definitely gonna have to take it down because there's no way I can thoroughly clean that with the canvas up here, and I can't live with that filth, so it's gonna have to come down. Besides, I'm gonna have to replace this wood, so yeah, that's gonna be a lot more work, but that's all right. I think I can take these off. I'm sure there's a zipper somewhere. I don't know if I will keep them. I don't know. It's got some mildew and stuff there. I don't know. I would like to replace the foam inside, so maybe these can go in the washing machine. I don't know though, because it's plastic and it's kind of dry rotted, so I'll probably replace these. Under here they've got, it's just that floor, that puzzle floor, you know, just as extra padding. Phew, this stinks. Mildew. Alright, so yeah, that's what I'm working with. Same thing over here. Oh, look, there it is. Ha! Okay. So, I'm not missing one. I need to have a mask on if you want to know the truth about it. Alright, so that looks probably original. This one over here is OSB. So, come here now. Yeah, so that's probably been replaced. It's better to use plywood instead of OSB. And it kind of looks like this is, yeah, that's OSB too. But, alright, so I'm going to stop the video here because I'm red-faced, I'm hot, I'm sweating. I don't have a mask, so I don't really need to be digging around in here with all this mold and mildew. But, yeah, this is what we're working with. What have I got myself into? I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. This just gives me something to keep my brain busy. And it's going to be fabulous when I get done. I'm going to leave it open for a while so it can air out a little bit. I might try to take no, I don't have a mask. I just want to get started, okay? I want to go ahead and rip this canvas down, but I gotta make myself not, because of the hurricane, okay? I know we're gonna get rain, so I can't start because I'll end up with water everywhere. As it stands now, I can close it up and I can put a tarp over it to prevent any more water getting into it this weekend. And then hopefully next week, Wednesday, because it's gonna rain Monday and Tuesday, I'm sure. For next video, I'll be taking the canvas down and might even be ripping this wood down off the ceiling. See what I'm working with. Alright, that's it. I'm going. Let me know in the comments. Do you think it was a mistake? I mean, maybe it was a mistake, but I don't care. We'll work with it as long as we have to and get her beautiful again. But yeah, drop me a comment. Tell me what you think, and I'm going to shut up now because I'm not really saying anything. I'm just sitting out here taking it all in and rambling, and y'all don't want to watch that on camera. But this is part of the process. Just sitting out here, staring and rambling. And if the camera wasn't on, I'd still be talking. I'd still be rambling to myself. So this is how my process goes. Okay, bye.